comedian Jesse Orozco, and this is my pet, Aiko. Hey, Aiko, what are you doing? Look at you. Look how adorable you are. Come here. Say hi. Say hi. And you're watching Cheri Hardman Show.
If Aiko could write a review of you as an owner, what would he say?
Well, a first timer, of course. I'd probably get if it was a review of the star system, I'd do 3 stars, because he's like, you don't know what you're doing. All those books you read is not what I need. You can't keep up with me, because he runs quick. I get out of breath just even looking at him right now.
Right.
Pretty much like that.
So do you have any stories about heavy petting of the human variety?
Yes, I have a couple.
Okay.
The one that I always like to tell is how I lost my virginity.
Okay.
I was 19, and at this point in my life, I'd never had a girlfriend or any sexual encounters. So to my father, that was kind of like a low blow, because, in his era, you lost it at 15, or you got married at 19, back in the 80s and stuff.
Right.
So my father was getting concerned, but he would never talk to me about sex or anything. He'd just be like, you have a girlfriend? I was like, no. But, oh, fortunate. And he'd just walk away, So I never had the talk or anything, and I was very awkward. I had social anxiety, and it was really bad. It was to the point whenever I talk to women, I forget the vowels in words. So whenever I try to say, hi, my name is Jesse, it'd be Jizz. And that sounds horrible, right?
Wow, yeah.
But it's, it was bad, so I'd walk away, So I had everything against me, the anxiety, the no talk about girls, and then also the information about how to get a woman. I asked my uncles and my friends, and they don't know anything. You're better off asking a mechanic what's his favorite Taylor Swift album is, because it's unreal. So I was 19 and I was living in Auburn, and I was working my first job, which was at Jack in the Box. I was just flipping burgers, and this was Christmas Eve, and it was dead. It was the worst day, and I was having a bad day too, because I was getting chewed out by my boss. My girlfriend at the time, my first girlfriend, didn't want to be with me, and so we broke up that day. Great present. I got chewed out by a customer because I messed up his order. It was a horrible day, and the shift was from 5 to 2 in the morning. Horrible shift.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah, it's awful. So I had to do that shift, and I walked to work, which was from Auburn to Pacific, which is 45 minutes. Yeah. So every day I would walk, and I worked there 2 years. So every day walking and walking. So it was Christmas time, it was cold, it was snowy, and I had to walk home. So I was defeated the whole way. I was just oh man, this can't get any worse. Well, I was getting to where I live, and my neighbor, his name was Jesse. He was a 40-year-old white guy from Alabama. Real southern accent. He's like, hey boy, how you doing? And I'm like, oh, hey Jesse, how you doing? He's like, what you doing? Did you just get off work? I'm like, yes I did. He's like, why don't you come over here? We got some moonshine and some beer. I don't care who you are. Moonshine and beer sounds amazing. I don't care what it is. I was like, oh, thank you. You're my light and savior right now. So I'm going in. I still have my uniform. It's all black. It says Jack in the Box right here. And I have my Jack in the Box hat, right? And I come in, and he has a party. They're having a great time. Everybody's shit-faced, by the way, because moonshine and beer don't go together. Yeah. So they're all completely wasted. And I come in, and he's like, hey, everybody, this is the good Jesse. And everybody's like, hey, good Jesse. And I'm like, hey, what's up, everybody? And from the corner of my eye, I hear these 2 female Canadian girls, Asian Canadian girls, are like, ooh! And I'm like, oh, whoa, what's going on, because I don't know. It's like, oh, hi! I'm like, oh, hi, nice to meet you. Are you old enough for me? I'm like, I've never heard that before, because I'm, never. And then her sister, she's like, are you old enough for me? I'm like, whoa, what the crap is going on? So I'm just completely phased out. So, we get drinking, but I had 3 beers, and all of a sudden, so who needs to go get beer? Who's the least sober out of everybody? Me. So he's like, hey, And then he's like, hey, you take my car and you take her and you go get beer. I wasn't knowing that Jesse was trying to set me up with the girl. So he wanted me with some alone time. So I take the car and I'm driving. I just go to the store. I get more beer, like, I guess like 48 of them, 2 18-packs. So I get more beer and I go back. And while I was trying to like drive, the girl kept fondling my pants, and it makes it really uncomfortable to drive. Like I'm just, oh my God, trying not to mess up a car. And then she's like, and I was like, are you really trying to, seduce me over it? And that's how I really told her I was just super bad at talking. And she's like, no, I was just playing around. I just want to see how you were. I'm like,
your dog is chasing his
I know, he just likes chasing his tail, you little fucker.
Anyway, go ahead.
So she's trying to like be all sexy and stuff, but I'm not getting anything, I was striking out, I was like playing baseball with a garden hose. Like I didn't know what was going on. So I was just grabbing the beer, and then I go into the house, and everybody's still drunk, and everybody's still drinking. Hello, boy. And so now I start drinking hard. Like they're giving me moonshine. I'm chugging it with the beer. I'm shotgunning beers. Now I get a little liquid.
And you're gonna get my glasses.
Well,
I know I'm ruining your story, but.
Yeah. But now I'm getting shit faced, and I'm getting oh, you're getting attacked by a boy. That's a good boy.
I'm delicious.
Yeah. He just loves you. So I'm getting shit faced, and I'm starting to get the liquid courage. Like I'm starting to get an ego that I never even knew before. Like I'm actually like just talking to everybody. I'm just like, hey, what's up? I'm telling people to shut the hell up, and I'm telling them like stupid stories and shit. Now I'm getting the courage, and I'm starting to identify like what's going on, but I still don't have any confidence. I'm not gonna do anything. So I go to the bathroom. Now, hence, I'm still wearing my Jack in the Box uniform. After all that crap, I'm still wearing my Jack in the Box uniform. I'm going to the bathroom, I'm washing my hands, and I left the door open. Well, the girl sneaks up behind me, and she closes the door. Like, I don't know how quiet she was. She just comes in and just closed the door. And I'm just like washing my hands, and I turn around, and she shuts out the lights, turns off the lights, and just comes at me. I don't know what the hell to do. I've never had it. Like I don't know if to enjoy it or yell rape. I don't know what happened. So we're going at it, and she's doing things that I don't know. She's grinding up on me. She's trying to take my Jack in the Box uniform, which smells like fries, and then all of a sudden we hear a loud knock on the door, and it's like, oh, that must be my mom. So I had to hide in the shower, and she turns on the light, and she's like, and then she opens the door, like, what's going on? It was like, oh, I turned off the light on accident. It's like, I'll go take the bath. And I'm still in the shower like this. I'm just like, trying not to make a sound. I'm just praying nobody calls me. And she's peeing and or taking a shit. I don't know what she was doing, but she was going to the bathroom, and I'm there like this, like, oh, she doesn't go. And she's taking a crap, and she washes her hand, comes out, and then she comes back in, and then she opens the curtain, and then she does it again. I'm like, well, okay, this is a wrong time to do that. Your mom just laid an atom bomb there, and that's not okay. And I'm like, look, I can't, I get out of the door, and then now it's about 4 a.m. Everybody's all tuckered out, and everybody's like, trying to. I was like, Jesse's like, hey, Jesse, you're gonna sleep in that room. You can't go to your house like that. That's fine. He's like, let me see that Jack in the Box outfit. And he takes the outfit from me, and he wears it. Like he's like, I'll take it from you. I'm like, okay. So I go to my room, and Jesse goes and gets laid with the sister that was the older sister of the one that was getting at me. He gets laid. And then I go to my room, I start laying down. She comes in and does like this wrestling move, like, like something like Ricky Steamboat would do. He like just comes in and does that and lands on me. And then we start going at it, and I obviously have never had sexual intercourse, so I don't know what the hell am I doing. I'm like trying to do every position that I've seen from porn, and I'm just striking out. And, after a while, like, I was going in, she kept doing some weird shit, like she slapped me every 5 minutes, she was like twisting my chest and like giving me purple nipples, and I'm just like, I don't know what to do. And then, I lasted a strong 45 minutes for a first time. 45 minutes.
Are you serious?
First time, and I timed and I timed it too because I kept looking at the clock. It was 4:15. We finished at 5 a.m. and and we're finished, and I'm like, oh, that was I'm thinking this was great, and she looks at me. She's like, yeah, you've never had sex before, had you? I'm like, no, it's just been a while. I was like, bullshit. You've never had sex before. I'm just like, oh my god. So I'm coming. He's like, well, go take your condom out. I open the door and it's pitch black dark. Her mom is standing right there as soon as I open the door. She's right there and she's drunk out of her mind. She's like, I need to talk to my daughter. I'm like, okay. And she's like, we're gonna wake up at 8 a.m, okay? And she's like, okay. And she's still naked and I'm naked. It's like, all right. And she's just like, her eyes are just like barely open. She goes back to sleep. And I'm just like, what the fuck? And the next day comes in, she makes me breakfast, and then she's like, I have to go back to Canada. I'm like, was my love making so bad you have to go back to your country? She's like, yeah, it was, but you were pretty big, and I'm pretty happy that you lost your virginity with me, and that's pretty much my story.
Wow, that's a good story.
Yeah.
So how old was she?
She was in her mid-20s, and I was 19, so it was all right. Yeah. And also Jesse got laid and he was wearing my uniform, so I had to go with my uniform like that. It was covered in things I didn't even know, but I went like to work trying to scrub it up.
Who knew that a Jack in the Box uniform could be a lady?
And yeah, no, or the smell of fries.
Well, we do like our fries.
Yeah.
So are you single now or?
No, I am married.
Are you?
I'm married, and she's wonderful. She gets my sense of humor, and she, loves me for who I am, and she has helped me with my social anxiety. That has also helped with my stand-up comedy too.
I think a lot of comedians have social anxiety.
Mine was bad.
Or anxiety.
Yeah, when I first started, it was at the Black Sea and Cantina with Tommy Johnson, Hans Kim, and Naren.
Mm-hmm.
I literally cried on stage because I was so.
Oh, really?
I was so. Like nervous, like
Uh-huh.
You get the panic attack, you get the heart. So I was crying. So I totally bombed. I was terrible. I'm not gonna be like the best. I'm not like Mitch Hedberg when he started. He was incredible, So next week they're both there again. Tommy Johnson, Hans Kim, and Hans Kim was getting better. Like he was just killing it, and Naren was there. And I went up on stage and I first started. I was like, all right, I'm going to do my jokes. And I promised myself not to cry this time. And then everybody that was there started laughing because they were like, oh, it's the crying kid. He's going to tell a joke about his dad and cry in the middle of the set and then just walk off.
Now, I would imagine, knowing Naren like I do, that he would probably never forget that.
No, and he reams on him, but he probably doesn't remember me because I was 4 years. But if he did, he'd be like, you're the crying kid. What the hell? You still doing tear jokes? Like, I'm just like, no.
Yeah, but those kind of stories, like I was going to say, if you weren't married, those kind of stories, like women, like, they like to hear about a vulnerable, that's really cute and sweet. That you're vulnerable and everything, and I appreciate it.
And I wasn't that type of guy to take advantage of women. I'm still a gentleman. I try to be the nicest person I can, and I don't like to force things. It happens naturally. Mm-hmm. Some of my friends, they lost their virginities at 16 at prom. I didn't. I was just like, it's not gonna be. I'm not gonna look for it. And so my girlfriend's like, well, you have a great heart, and you never took advantage. I'm like,
That's good.
Yeah.
All right, well, thanks for being here. Do you have anything upcoming that you want to
I always do shows at the Hotline Pub in Capitol Hill on Wednesdays. I'm trying to go to the Tacoma, be at the Tacoma Comedy Club in, I think on the 20th, or like in the mid-20th of the month. If not, then of course February. I'm just trying to work on my gigs. I'm trying to get a good crowd now. I'm starting to make people laugh really hard, which is great. I love the progression. When I was at the Hot Vine, I made a woman cry of laughter, and I didn't know what to do. Was I supposed to keep going in the bit, or just like be like, are you okay? Like everything's hitting home. So and I'm just trying to do my thing. I'm trying to work hard. Right now I'm still kind of unknown, but slowly people are starting to notice me when I'm at work. they're like, "You're Jesse," and I'm like, "Oh no, I'm sorry that I ruined your party." "No, you're the comedian. You're funny." I'm like, "Oh, thank you." And so yeah,
That's good. Yeah.
and like and also hanging out with Luca Severin. He's
Severide,
great.
yeah.
Severide. He's
Yeah.
a very nice guy. He was telling me pointers, and
He's really good about
and
that.
and when in the video too, he never bombs. It's impossible for him to bomb. So I'm just waiting for him for his special to come in because he's gonna earn it, you know. And other than that, I'm the same way too. So
All right.
that's what I got. Thank you for
All right,
having
well,
me here.
thanks. It was nice meeting you and your lovely dog. You can leave him here if you want.
You can't make him play. Say goodbye to the nice lady.
Bye. It was nice meeting you. Oh, you don't want to kiss me now?
That's
Yes,
a
you're
good
beautiful.
boy.
Yes, you are. You must like my makeup.
And if you were wondering if dogs like laser pointers, here's a proof. Look at the laser. Laser pointer. Look at this. Go, look. Aiko. Look at that. Cat team up.
What's on her mind? She's a big girl in a skinny woman's world. Now she's a big girl in a skinny woman's world. Now she's a big girl, big girl, big girl.